What's up, family? Welcome back to yet another valuable video. We're gonna be analyzing the markets. We're gonna be focusing it for the month of July. I'm so excited for this because I got so much information that I want to share with you, so much value that I want to give to you in this video if you only watch it till the end. And of course, I want us to interact exactly what we see on the chart. You don't just comment buy or sell. Comment with so much description to your answer to say, why do you see the market? Let us agree. With this, we build a very powerful community when it comes to trading. And I'm going to be analyzing NASDAQ. As you guys know, definitely we are the NASDAQ channel. And of course, before we can jump onto the chart, I want to tell you about my partner broker, XM. It is one of the best brokers that's been around for more than as long as I can imagine. Over a period of 20 years right now, voted the best service provider in terms of brokerage, in terms of spreads, everything. If you want to trade with that broker, when you open your account, they'll give you $30 free in your equity, or in fact when you deposit, they'll give you 50% bonus on top of that. So make sure to sign up with my link in the description of the video in order to get all of that. Now we jump onto the chart and let us make money. Okay, family, we are on the charts right now. As you can see, I am on the weekly time frame, and I just want to break it down for you quickly just to set up a foundation for this. One thing that we need to understand is that the market moves with trends and structure, and we can definitely see all the way here we did have a bullish trend. And of course, there's one thing that we got to highlight when it comes to analysis or technical analysis is that we have something like this, right? When the market creates a bullish trend, or it's been in a bullish trend and breaks a previous lower low, for example. I'm just going to draw it properly here so we can have context on what I'm trying to teach here, right? For example, right here we had this bullish market. It came back down here, created a higher low, higher high, and as soon as the market broke that, we're initiating a downtrend, right? Market structure shift, okay? And of course, we now started creating lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And of course, now we started breaking this lower high right here. But does it mean that we've initially now broken the whole trend? So that's what we're actually trying to figure out within this whole video, because as the market has been pushing up in the month of June, we did predict that very much accurately, that we're predicting buys for the month of June. If you don't know, go and check out the previous video. You will see the accuracy in that, right? So now we're trying to predict within the month of July based on the concept of trends and it respecting principles within that. We want to apply it to exactly to our hypothesis, right? Okay, so for example, now I'm going to take away all of that and we're going to now start drawing down and turning everything down. So since we broke that higher low that was in a bullish trend, that was now our change of character. And of course, we had lower lows, lower lows, lower breaks of structure. And what happens, I'm just going to highlight the most important parts of everything here. In fact, let me just highlight every single detail so that as a beginner, you should not lack any information whatsoever, right? If you're a beginner watching this. Advanced traders, we like, do we know? We know, go with the flow. In this case, with a break of structure, that was a lower low being broken. So I'm just gonna duplicate this so that we can actually see and demonstrate the other breaks of structure. So we clone that and we can definitely see that we had and now a break of structure. So what it ended up happening on the other, that we had this lower low right here, and instead of it being broken, it actually now created a whole support where now we can take this lower low, okay, as the market creates a new lower low. It didn't break it, so therefore now it stands as almost like it's a support. So we can now call it a demand level where it actually created to the demand of the market. Now the last lower high of this bearish trend was this point. So as the market began to create its micro trend within this main trend that we're looking at, which was a bearish trend, I'm not sure if you're still getting me, but let's flow, right? So we have lower lows, we have lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. So this lower high, which was the last lower high to push this bearish move, once this bullish move has broken it, now that's a change of character for those who be looking at it at that perspective. Now others may say, well, the market took liquidity at this point, and therefore I'm still looking at my main bias being sells or being a bearish trend. So with that, I want to remain on the neutral side and say, well, we're at this point, and a lot of traders now are going to be anticipating that we actually just sell off at this point. And it looks quite very easy to just sell off. And one advice for a lot of smart money traders is that you do not want to buy and sell off supply that is at equal highs. So if there's a equal highs right here, we have this 1, 2, and right here we have this one. If it's going to sell off here, it's only just going to be generating liquidity in order to take it later on, right? So I'm not going to be looking forward to selling at this point. And why am I preaching sells? Because we may still continue with the main trend in terms of this whole thing right here. Why do I say that? Because we have a higher high, we have a lower low, lower high, lower low. So we may be actually be creating a deep pullback that's going back to an unmitigated area of supply within when the market was creating that change of market structure shift. Do you guys get it? So in this case, we did have this and the market never really came back to it. And I want to go to a smaller time frame just before I can label that, right? Or to smaller time frame from the weekly here, which is the daily where we are right now. And I just want to show you again, we had an unmitigated area of supply, and I'm gonna take it all the way right now and just I'm just gonna cover it with its fair value gap. So we have a fair value gap right there. Okay, we have a supply right there that was never really mitigated. I'm just gonna call that supply, even though we know there's also a fair value gap right there. And now this is the area of point where a lot of people are going to be predicting that Nasdaq should sell. Well, I don't predict that it should sell. The market is only just generating liquidity. It also makes sense that by the time I'm analyzing this is Independence Day, the US Independence Day, or for this past 2 days, right? Which means that the market is going to be really slow playing around these areas, may even give them a bit of sells with one candle. And I anticipate that the market will do this. Beginners, please listen. The market might just break this and go back and rather mitigate on the supply, then eventually sell. Okay? Then eventually sell. I'm only using rule-based principles that are according to my own trading method or edge, and because of that consistency, that's why I'm predicting it like this. Somebody may have a different perspective. None of us are wrong until the actual move happens. But again, it's all about reacting to the market, not how the market moves at a certain time. It's not about being right or wrong. It's about the reaction. Are you catching the reaction to make money? So let's not forget, the main goal about analysis is to make money, not who's right or wrong, right? But again, we are more powerful if we're together and we join forces and say, man, I see this. We combine all of that bias. The market cannot defeat us. Now, what can actually happen as well, a possibility, is that we do have a fair value gap just slightly above this, but this fair value gap actually, just see now, actually mitigated. So it was actually mitigated when it comes to trading fair value gaps. It was actually filled. So definitely we have a fair value gap here that was filled, but we have this whole area of supply that was never filled. It was never mitigated. The market never came back to it. And I love areas like this because a lot of traders do not get to see them. Areas that are left behind, the market tends to come back to them after a very long time, but they become so powerful because the market builds up over time to create liquidity, to generate liquidity. So in this case, we do have it now. It has generated these highs right here, of which many people will want to sell at this point. But I tell you and I assure you, I trust this. It's gonna use this as liquidity for sure. It's definitely gonna use this highs as liquidity. So I wouldn't want to sell here. I would just rather wait until the market gives me a reaction, then I will act according to the reaction. But according to the consistency of trading smart money this months and years, is that I can clearly see this is going to be used as liquidity. Okay, let me know, family, on what you see again on the markets. And of course, we do have our partner broker, family. Make sure to partner with XM. Make sure to open up your accounts with XM with the link in the description of the video, especially when you don't have trading capital. You can be watching all of the free knowledge I give you, but it's useless if you don't make money from it, or if you don't apply it onto a real account. And if you don't really have any funds to pop up $30 free account provided by XM when you use my link, definitely that's going to be a fate that you might want to take the opportunity on, right? So make sure to take that. Otherwise, that's it for me. I will catch you up on the next video. Educational, amazing content. Make sure to subscribe if it is your first time, or again, just make sure to like if you're still coming back as a subscriber. God bless you.